Hey guys, so as promised, here is the December edition of monthly fanfiction. So I had a lot of trouble finding a fanfiction by someone who I both hadn't reviewed yet and that I actually liked. And in the end I couldn't, so I had to go to one of my favorites by someone I have already reviewed. So we're going back to Potato Yogurt, aka Lucy. Lucy was actually really supportive of me last time I did a review of her, so I guess that's partially another reason why I'm doing another review of her, because she's been so supportive of me doing it. But yeah, this time around I had to choose her book Antichrist. Yeah, we're doing a thing about vampires in December, because screw Christmas. Who really gives a fuck about that? Sorry to anyone who actually likes Christmas that I just offended. So, here is our description. Wow, I haven't done this since the first one. They were murdered, they were attacked, and now they're dead. That's all Frank knows about his parents. Gone before he'd even had a chance to miss them. And it was fucking with his head. The police reckoned that moving away to rural New Jersey with his grandparents would help him cope with the loss. But even Frank knew that they couldn't be more wrong, because despite the dull, sleepy atmosphere of the town, there was something unidentifiable yet impossibly unnerving about the place, and really, perhaps was safer in his parents' home than he ever was here. And there's something physically wrong too. A figure that lurks in the smoke, fog, and shadows. A silhouette, the deepest black he'd ever seen. The kind that brought an unsettling feeling to Frank's stomach. And really, Frank wasn't the only one. Wasn't one to be overly twitchy about things like this. But from the moment he first met him, he could never shake the feeling that the figure was always following him. And perhaps he was. So, yeah. A little bit of an atmosphere there. Yes, I know it's been a day since I filmed my last video, and yes, I still have the same drink bottle sitting on my desk. Because why the fuck not? Different water though. So, yes. Antichrist. Beautiful fraud. And we got vampires! We have vampires, psychics, and hunters, and Frank! Yeah. You just got to see my room. Woo! Ta-da! Okay, so back to Antichrist. Not only is this really suspenseful at the beginning, but it's also quite humorous. Not to mention, you get some of the best titles. Chapter titles from Lucy, okay? The dead are always better company than the living. The kind of seeing where you see nothing and consequently everything. If you're a bloodsucker, you're probably a cocksucker too. Can I continue to insult you now? Fuck 'em and suck 'em. Trenchcoat Boy and the Human Magnet of Fucked Up Things, in which Bert McCracken compares himself to Alice from Twilight. Bert McCracken the Cockblock Police. Are you Count Dracula or more like Edward Cullen? The Thing in the Shadows. Not really that funny. This chapter is literally all just porn. I'm not sorry. And Gerard Way, flaming homosexual. So, yes. Basically, Lucy is freaking awesome. And basically, Frank moves to this really religious town in New Jersey. He lives with his grandparents. It's terrible there. No one's interesting except Bert, who sells him drugs, and then Ray, who owns the music shop, who's actually dating Mikey, who's also a vampire. Spoilers. But Ray's friends with Bert, who, again, spoiler, is a vampire hunter, and Mikey's obvious brother, Gerard, is, again, a vampire. That's not even a spoiler here. And here's a spoiler. He's trying to not kill, but fuck Frank senseless and try and keep him for forever to suck his blood. Capiche? I think that makes sense, right? I probably gave you like a shit ton of spoilers there. I'm not sorry. And just like chapter... And just like chapter 11, I'm not sorry. So, seeing as that was just a little snippet, I'm going to give you a little bit of another review. Yeah, you're getting 2 reviews here. Again by Lucy, who is practically Jesus of the Farad, and, well, basically Jesus of the Bandom. We have Pretty. I'm not sure if I can get this up, but basically, Frank's the only gay guy he knows. He's in a Catholic school, and he goes to a party with his bestie, Jam. I can't actually pronounce her name, so I always call her Jam. It's actually his wife. Jamia? I don't know. Anyway, she's the only lesbian around as well. And Mikey's really fucking homophobic. Ray's just like, what the fuck? Frank meets a cross-dressing guy, gets a blowjob. Turns out he's actually G. This guy called G, who also turns out to be Mikey's brother. Yeah, remember Mikey, who I mentioned like 10 seconds ago? The super homophobic one? Yeah, him. So, yeah. Fun. Also, Pete's gay, Patrick's gay, but I'm pretty sure he's in the closet. Ryan and Brendan are dating. Pete dated another guy who is a whore, I think. I can't even remember his name anymore. Bert's a rapist. Bob's a druggie. Lindsay's a lesbian dating Jam. And Mikey's dating Alicia, but then ends up getting dumped by Alicia because he kissed Pete, and ends up dating Pete. And Mikey's actually demisexual and not a fucking homophobe. But still, this shit gets complicated. I don't know how I stand reading these things half the time. I actually had to write a chart for this one. So anyway, I'll show you. I'll see if I can find the chart. It should be in my notebook still, actually. Casual notebook. Nope. Okay, turns out I don't have it anymore. That was my face. So basically, shit gets complicated. Go read! So, yeah. Links to both the stories and Lucy's profile will be in the description, as will my profile and my reading list. And also, I might be starting a new book with my friend S on Wattpad. We're writing our second book at the moment on fanfiction.net, but we might be writing another one on Wattpad. So I'll see you guys later in my next video. Who knows what it will be? Actually, I know what it will be. Bye!